Guys, I'm so hyped. I have missed you. I've missed you. I have missed YouTube. Have you noticed that women are wearing less makeup since the pandemic? So there was a Kantar study of 300,000 women observing their spending habits in 20 countries and found that since the pandemic, makeup usage is down by 28%. But even me, I'm like concealer, eyelashes, eyebrow, out. Right? Like I can't remember the last time. Okay, I do remember. Somewhere in March, I think was the last time. No, April. April was the last time I wore a full face of foundation. That's 2 months. This is unheard of. This is a record. And guys, I'm not the only one. Other women are saying that they're wearing less makeup as well. How do I know that? Because I went to the streets. I went into the streets and I asked women themselves. We're outside of the Bent Hall Center in Kingston to find out if women have been wearing more or less makeup since the pandemic.
Less.
Can you tell me why?
I work from home most days now, and I still do, even though we've returned to the office. And you know, the sun's out, so I'm not as pale as I was. I just don't think there's as much urgency in putting a face on every day to prove that I can do my job well.
Now, I don't really see the point. Like,
You don't see the point. Yeah? How have you been feeling since you made the decision to wear less makeup?
I think definitely more like comfortable with myself, because I think I used makeup as a bit like a mask in a way before, but now I don't really care.
I don't think there's been much change. What I have done is try to care more about my skin rather than paying more attention to what I put on it and stuff like that. So yeah, over and out.
It's really interesting because I spoke to an expert, a psychologist, and she said that because we have fewer opportunities for upward comparison, then we're wearing less makeup. I had to like, whoop, I was like, whoop, explain what you mean by that. Upward comparison is basically when you compare yourself to another person who you perceive as superior. Whether you think, she looks better than me, or she's so smart, or her skin is so flawless. Oh, that one I can relate to because my skin has been acting up. And when I see someone with like really juicy baby soft skin, I always wonder, how are you doing it, sis? Teach me your ways. And I know that you can probably relate to this, right? You probably can. But I really like the way Dr. Telford, Dr. Elena Telford, a clinical psychologist, breaks this down.
And I suspect there are several reasons why women are wearing less makeup. I think one of the main reasons is probably with regards to how we are now working from home and how we have been within the home for a period of time, meaning that people are increasingly, or have been increasingly isolated, meaning that they have been exposed to less pressures from peers with regards to their appearance. So generally, when we're out in public, we are possibly more concerned about our appearance, meaning that we may be wearing more makeup. And this can be particularly true of women with low self-esteem. So one of the reasons why women may wear makeup, for example, is because they don't feel good about their appearance, or they might be concerned about their own perception of their imperfections. So one way of managing kind of concerns about our appearance is wearing makeup. Now, of course, within the pandemic, we had less of those pressures because we were within the home, and therefore that makes good sense not to wear as much makeup. Similarly, research also shows that women who are quite confident also like to wear makeup. So it can sit at polar opposite ends of the scale. And so again, women not being out in the public domain means they're probably wearing less makeup. Now, interestingly, of course, we have been doing a lot more online working. So one might assume, therefore, our appearance continues to be important. But what we've seen widely documented is actually people are just a bit more comfortable. And many of us will work with our cameras off. And therefore, the need to present ourselves as kind of flawless is perhaps less so. And I think this is particularly true where we can access filters which can also make us look better, which might also reduce the need to use makeup when we're working online. Potentially it could be quite empowering in that people feel more able to be themselves, but what we can't deny is the psychological benefit of makeup, even if it's an illusion. So some women may also continue to feel that pressure to use makeup because they simply don't feel good enough. And in a misogynistic environment, people may also continue to wear makeup because what we know is that makeup has psychologically the power that people tend to think you're more professional, or that you're warmer or more approachable, and all of these kind of factors may still maintain. So I don't think it's necessarily clear what the impact will be socially. Hopefully, of course, we think women feel better about themselves, but I think that's yet to be seen, and we can't necessarily answer that question just yet.
I'm not at all suggesting that women have stopped wearing makeup or women somehow no longer care about beauty, because humans will always care about beauty. It's encoded in our DNA to care about beauty and how we present ourselves. We like beautiful things. Now, instead, what researchers are seeing is that women are shifting from getting a lot of cheap products to getting environmentally conscious, premium products. Less is more and skin is in. These are the sort of keywords or phrases that are being thrown around by companies like Vogue and YouTubers. You can see it all over. You have seen the minimalistic makeup, the no makeup makeup look. The trend is everywhere. It is everywhere, literally. And I think this is partly because women are tired of some of the breakouts that they're seeing with long-term makeup use. Because I spoke to a skin master, skin guru at Skinfluencer SK, and she was able to break down to me sort of the long-term implications of constant makeup use without the appropriate skincare.
I found working is some women, when they weren't wearing any makeup, they started to address their skin issues for the reason why they were wearing makeup. So I got a lot of requests for helping underlying congestion, pigmentation, acne, redness, and I did a lot of treatments to help improve these certain skin conditions, and the feedback that I got was I don't feel like I ever have to wear makeup during the day anymore, but I like to sometimes at night. So that was my feedback that I got.
I can imagine that's liberating for some women because it saves time. And one woman I spoke to said she actually feels happier and more confident now that she's taking better care of her skin and wearing less makeup. Were there any conditions that you had to treat because of prolonged makeup use?
I would say for me, what I've seen when individuals do wear a lot of makeup is a lot of underlying congestion and perhaps acne, because when you wear a lot of certain foundations have a lot of comedogenic ingredients inside, and these can clog the pores, and if you're not regularly cleansing your skin and using the right type of resurfacing ingredients for your skin type and condition, I found that a lot of skins were quite congested, and a lot of women say to me that their skin always felt so dull because they were always putting on very thick makeup, and they felt like their skin couldn't breathe. So it was just basically the start of trying to help these women was just giving them a few really good deep cleansing medical grade facials just to clean everything up. And even when I was cleaning the skin, I could still have makeup, I could see the makeup coming out of the pores. Yeah, so it just shows you that makeup is designed to stick. I mean, certain makeups can stay on the skin, what do they say, 12 hours, like long wear foundations and these type of products. So I think for me, it's just the congestion and the acne. And if you are acne prone, it is just trying to be mindful of, yes, you can still wear makeup if you want to, but wearing the right type of makeup and just making sure that you really cleanse your skin, that you've got a good routine behind you. things can be avoided, but it's just about knowing what to do. And that's where I think it gets a little bit difficult. That's why I love my job, because I love to help everyone feel so comfortable in their skin. That's why I got into it.
I get that. That's really good. Okay, not to bash makeup at all, because I'm sure we both love it and think of it as fun. Generally, do you consider it to be good or bad for your skin?
I think that it just depends on the type of makeup that you do. I think I do love the use of makeup, but for me what's really important is that people feel that they're wearing makeup because they want to, not because that they have to. I think that's really important to me, the psychological aspects. I feel like if you feel that you have to put makeup on because you're not going to leave your house without it, then that just makes me sad, because what do you feel like you need to cover and hide? Because, for instance, if you've got extreme acne, pigmentation, redness, we can help that. We can improve that drastically. So I feel perhaps maybe these individuals don't know that there actually is help out there, that there are treatments that can help to improve that. But I also do love makeup. I do. I think it's fun. I think it's creative. And for me, I wear a little bit of makeup because I want to, but not because I feel like I have to. And that's what I want everyone to feel, that it's their choice, but it's not a prerequisite.
You know what? I like this no makeup look. I love that we're taking better care of our skin and we are saying, you know what, I am beautiful as I am. I know that's like cliche, but I accept cliches because they're there for a reason. Guys, listen, some days I look in the mirror and I say, God, you are beautiful. You look nice, child. And then other days I say, whoa, get it together, sis. Get it together now. Because sometimes I have hyperpigmentation. Well, I always have that. Sometimes my skin breaks out. Sometimes it doesn't cooperate. And I think that that's universal. That is universal. And I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change and to still embrace it and walk out in the world confidently. So, we are also not mad at the girls who still love their makeup every day. We are not mad at the heavy makeup at all. We are not mad at the artistry. We are not mad. It is art and it is beautiful. But we're just taking charge and saying, you know what? If I don't feel like doing this every single day in excess or full face every single day, then I don't have to, and that's okay. Thank you for watching. Share it with a friend, hype them up, let them know what's going on in the world. Let them know that they're not alone in feeling like I am not in the mood for this makeup today. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.